everybody, I'm Laura Trump. Thanks so much for joining us to hear all about the President's Week. As catastrophic Hurricane Dorian made landfall in the southeast United States, President Trump assured residents that he'll do everything in his power to deliver aid to those in need.
The safety of the American people must always come first. My staff and I receive frequent updates to ensure that we are fully prepared, and we are fully prepared, but we've really basically, I don't think, ever seen anything like this hurricane. I want to thank the Coast Guard. Carl, I know that they're really ready. I don't know. I don't know how they can come in for this one. They're going to have to come in from the outside, I guess, but because this looks monstrous. But I want to thank the job you did in Florida, Texas, and Puerto Rico was incredible. This could be bigger than all of them in terms of the power of what we're looking at.
In order to prepare for this year's hurricane season, President Trump has overseen the strengthening of our Coast Guard, FEMA, and other first response agencies. President Trump announced that his administration will be granting over $2 billion in aid to all 50 states in an effort to combat the opioid crisis.
The $1.8 billion in funds we're awarding today will be distributed to all 50 states through the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. It's very exciting. They'll be used to increase access to medication and medication-assisted treatment and mental health resources, which are critical for ending homelessness and getting people the help they deserve. So many problems are caused by this problem.
So many of our citizens are fighting opioid addiction, and with the help of this grant, President Trump hopes to greatly decrease the number of opioid-related deaths per year. President Trump welcomed military leaders, advisors, and the press to the Rose Garden to announce the creation of the highly anticipated United States Space Force.
With today's action, we open another great chapter in the extraordinary history of the United States military. SpaceCom will ensure that America's dominance in space is never questioned and never threatened, because we know the best way to prevent conflict is to prepare for victory. From our nation's first days, America's military blazed the trails and crossed the frontiers that secured our nation's future. No adversary on earth will ever match the awesome courage, skill, and might of American armed forces.
The formation of the Space Force marks the first step into the great beyond for America's heroic military. While visiting Warsaw on his trip to Poland, Vice President Pence commemorated the 80th anniversary of the outbreak of World War II.
So today, we also remember the 16 million Americans who left the peace and comfort of their home to fight to liberate Europe. They stood against evil, and over 400,000 young American men, including thousands of Polish Americans, gave their last full measure of devotion for their country and the peoples of nations they did not know. Today, I remember my countrymen and their sacrifices with honor and gratitude.
Vice President Pence reflected on the brave soldiers that gave their lives to fight Nazi Germany, promising that the U.S. will continue to fight the evil of anti-Semitism 80 years later. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Laura Trump, and that is The Real News.